What a way to start our Saturday morning statewide forecast, marching to the rhythms of the Alabama State Band, stepping off at the Magic City Classic Parade downtown Birmingham, right outside our studios here at the Alabama Weather Network. Just a great way to get the day started. Here is our satellite picture showing those filaments of cirrus clouds moving across West Alabama. We've got some mid and high cloudiness moving across the southern part of the state. Clouds are going to continue to increase through the day ahead of this trough. You can see from our camera here in Tuscaloosa, 67 degrees there, some cirrostratus looking to the west, cirrus clouds there, ice crystals at 35,000 feet or so. Up Ardmore, Tennessee, Alabama border. It's been a beautiful morning. Had a little patch of clouds I wanted to show you, but it's since moved on. 62 degrees there on the border. Jefferson down in Marengo County near Demopolis. Filaments of those clouds that we saw on the satellite, and you can see the lowering back to the west. Things are changing, and our next weather maker is on the way. Further to the south, you can see that low-level moisture flow here in the lower clouds. Dew point up to 62. Quite a bit different in the coastal zone. Strong easterly winds picking up. They're going to continue through Sunday night. Small craft advisories are in effect. Want our mariners to take note of that. Even in the bays and sounds, want you to exercise caution. Rip current advisories are in effect from Franklin and Gulf counties all the way back across the Panhandle into Mobile and Baldwin counties. High surf advisories also. Surf will be reaching 4 to 6 feet. Pay very close attention to those red flag and double red flag beach warnings all along our Gulf beaches, because it is very dangerous to go into the water. Back inland areas, we've also got to deal with a fire danger. We've got this drought. Fuels are very dry. We've got the increasing winds and the low humidity, and that means that any wildfires that are able to develop today could quickly get out of hand, and we don't want to let that happen. Watch those ignition sources, delay, prohibit any burning in your area. Make sure that you don't let that happen. Here's your Futurecast over the next 96 hours. Increasing clouds during the day. You'll still see patches of blue. Some warm advection during the evening, overnight tonight. Might break some showers out over West Alabama by morning. Most everybody's pretty cloudy though by then. Temperatures in the 50s in the north, 60s in the south. We'll be watching this area, showers and thunderstorms. It'll have migrated across Louisiana, Mississippi, into southwestern Alabama. The atmosphere down here will be primed for thunderstorms. You'll just hear a few rumbles of thunder across the rest of the state, but down here these thunderstorms could be organized. The SPC thinks enough of them that they've outlooked this area for a risk of severe weather for tomorrow. They'll move into southwestern Alabama, pretty much fall apart probably, but we'll see a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings, maybe damaging winds, possibly an isolated tornado if they're able to hold together. Then a second round moves in during the afternoon, evening hours tomorrow. If the atmosphere is able to recharge, that we could see another round of severe weather, potentially damaging winds, maybe another couple of isolated tornadoes. Right here about 7 o'clock, it looks like southern Washington, southern Clark, maybe southern Monroe moving over into Escambia County, over into the Florida Panhandle, Mobile, and Baldwin counties. We'll be watching that very closely. Get into Monday, a big patch of rain moving across northern Alabama. We take it. No severe weather associated with that. It does pick up in coverage as it moves into the eastern part of the state during the afternoon, but again, no severe weather with that. Just some isolated showers Monday night, and then Tuesday a few widely scattered showers as a trough moves in. Then finally this system will be approaching, and it will spell finally some drier air for Alabama. Now here's the difference. We stayed pretty dry over the northern part of Alabama through this whole event. Dew points in the 40s and 50s through Sunday morning. But you get this maritime warm front trying to work its way on shore. As it does, dew point's going to rise into the 60s, briefly touching 70 there, and that's where you'll have just enough fuel that could produce the instability that we need for severe weather. You see by Monday, dew points are in the 50s over North Alabama, widespread 60s over the south. That means more potential for heavy rain. Here's that SPC outlook. It's that level 1 out of 5, just something to keep in mind. Drew and I'll be watching it very closely for you tomorrow. Rainfall totals off our in-house model show generally everyone's going to be between 1/2 and 1 inch. Some folks will get between 1 and 1.5 inches. Consider yourself lucky if you do. Been consistently pointing to heavier rain totals in our coastal counties. If that happens, that's great, but that could produce flooding. There is an excessive rainfall outlook for tomorrow. For much of our state, we'll be watching that area as well. Taking the rain chances out for Friday, trick-or-treating, just weatherize those costumes. It's going to be a little chilly Friday night, but we'll be in the 50s by Wednesday and Thursday. Back into the lower 60s Friday over the northern half of the state. Could be a little frost, though, Thursday and Friday mornings. Watching out for that. And then for South Alabama, best chance of rain and thunderstorms Sunday and Tuesday. Take the rain out for Friday. We'll be in the upper 60s by Thursday. Overnight lows will drop into the 40s.